We came to the last topic of the first unit, that is problem solving approach to typical AI problems. As far as this subject is concerned, the unit one, that is the introduction unit, is very, very basic and fundamental unit. Almost the entire part of the subject is mostly theory. It is very easier to understand the concept and ideas, and very easier to get past in that subject. But however, compared with the other four units, unit one is very, very basic and very fundamental units. So today we are going to see the last topic of that first unit, that is problem solving approach to typical AI problems. So this is the book that I told you. That textbook comprises of all the contents covered in the entire syllabus. So as far as the today's topic is concerned, it is must for you to discuss about well-defined problems and the solution. So in order for the AI to be developed, what for what purpose you are going to develop AI? So you are going to develop AI with respect to a machine. That is, you are inculcate some kind of intelligence into a machine, so that that intelligence is treated as an artificial one, and that works as a competent with respect to natural one. So that's the idea here. So in order to do that, the machine has to be well informed about the problems. So the problem should be well defined. So you should inform the problem, or you should inform about the everything about the problem to the machine in a correct manner. Accordingly, you should define the problem, as well as you have to define the solution set. So there are certain procedures, or there are certain components available to define the problem. So what are the components available are? So one is initial state. So whenever you, because you are making a artificial intelligence, thinking that the artificial intelligence will be interacting with you. Interacting with you means interacting with the environment, because that's what we have seen the first thing itself. So the intelligent device or intelligent machine will be having sensors and actuators. The sensors will perceive information, or senses the information from the environment, and then it responds to the environment. So here environment, for this kind of situation, the environment may be human, and the intelligent artificial intelligence may be a device or any machine. So the machine and the man is going to, so man and machine interaction. So that is a human machine interaction. So that kind of thing that you need to think about before entering into it. So what you need to do is, the you as a human being, you will be very thorough, and we will be very good about the problem, and you will be in a good position to give a clean solution for the problem. But what you are expecting the machine to do so. So the problem should be properly, as well as the problem should be clearly defined. So how to clearly define the problem? So that is the procedure that is given by the author. So while you are going to define the problem should be defined in with respect to five components. So what are those five components? Let me, as per the author of the book, that is discussed as initial state, then action, then the model, transition model, state space, and path and graph. Path and graph. So that's the so state space, graph, path. That these three are one thing, and finally goal test. So these are the five things that is required. So what is the initial state? That is, when you are going to deploy the device or a machine which is embedded with the, or which is loaded with the intelligence created artificially. So the machine should start with the initial state. So whenever the machine go into some other state, while you are going to start, it will be what is that? It will be zeroed. It will be zeroed, and again it brought back to the initial state before starting it. So that is the initial stage. Maybe a beginning stage, you may take that, or so whatever it may be. So that is the initial stage for our agent. For every situation, for every kind of problem, the initial state may differ. Initial state may differ, and accordingly you have to think about the initial state for the problem. And this is the code, how a simple problem solving agent will be looked at, because we are thinking about the software here written inside the embedded inside the hardware. So that is the thing. So you need to write the code. So this code can be written in any language, maybe an embedded C or anything VLS or anything like that. That is stuff that is needed to enter into the machine. But before that, you should have a skeleton, or you should have a schema. how a problem solving agent, that is the program or the general pseudocode for a problem solving agents will look like. So it should be declared as a subroutine with the name for the subroutine, that is with the name for the function, and that function will be accept the signals. So that is a percept. First is a percept as per the previous day discussion about the artificial intelligence basics. So percept is the one which is the information sensed from the environment. So that is fed as the input to the agent. And what it will return again, it will return the action. So that is the function. And persistent, these are the different states: sequence, state, goal, problem. So these are all the several things that is needed to be treated as a persistent. That is that needs to be persistent through the execution of the problem solving agent. And you have a subroutine. What are the subroutine? You can update the state, and you have formulate the goal, and you have to formulate the problem, and you have to search about the solution. So then you need to have first and rest. The first means every time you can increase the sequence one by one. Then the rest means the last one. So that is the idea here. So whenever you have a initial state, so initially when that intelligent device is entered into a field, its state is 0. When you interact with the machine, then its states get changed, and accordingly the states get updated, and according to the updated state, that will respond to the problem. In case if that sequence, what is that sequence here? An action of sequence. So whatever the interaction that you are making into the machine. Say for example, this sequence, maybe you treat again, I am saying about that movie. So that movie, the machine will be in that movie, Indiran, the robo which is embedded with some sort of intelligence will be giving continuous instruction. Keep on giving the instruction. At one point of time, the machine will get confused what it has to do and what it has not to do. And it cannot realize the situation, it cannot respond according to the situation. Instead, what is told and what is written, they will be doing like that only. So what is sequence? The initial, that is the sequence is nothing but the percept. That means the interaction made by the human with the machine. So it should be a sequence. It should be a sequence. That is, it will be a chain of events. So if that chain of events is available, if the chain of events is available, then you need to do certain kind of activity. In case if that is empty, then what do you have to do? You have to formulate the goal. And you have to mention the goal about the from the state, and you have to formulate the problem according to the state and the goal. Then you have to search. In suppose if sequence equal to failure, say for example the given sequence is failed one, the sequence is not a good one, then what you do? You should return null. No response will be taken. No response will be taken. So after that, every time you need to update the action as well as corresponding sequence. You need to update these two things. So whenever you do these things for a particular period of time, unless otherwise until the sequence is empty. So then what you have to do? You have to return the action. So this is the simple problem solving agent pseudocode, and based on the language that you have chosen for writing the code, for embedding into the hardware, and based on the problem that you need to solve, this will vary a little bit, but this is the general skeleton, and this is treated as a most important one as far as the first unit is concerned. So here it is mentioned for all the things what is meant by action. So what is meant by action? So it is nothing but some kind of activity performed against the machine. So based on that, it will do. So what is the example that you given is in Arad. So in Arad, here in the previous chapter, you have some kind of application that they have mentioned. Imagine an agent in the city of Arad, Romania, employee. See what is that? What is the problem that we have discussed in that problem in that class is you have to imagine a city. In that city, some person is allowed and he has to go around the city with the particular goal, and how to set the goal and how to define the goal. Yes, that thing we have discussed yesterday. So in that problem, you have to give command. Say for example, if the agent go to a particular location, then what you have to do? Go this location, go this location, go this location, like that. So same thing will be applicable for your GPS. So whenever you are going to a new place, So you can give some GPS enabled thing in your mobile, and you can travel to that location. But for every important spot and for every important cut, the GPS will go right, go left, in another 200 or another 300, something will come. So like that kind of stuff. So who is the responsible for that? It's also a kind of intelligence. It's also a kind of intelligence. So thus is the action. So when you are going very fast, it will say that you will reach the destination by this time. And it will be, when you are going very slow, it will say that you will be taking this one. So based on the action that you are performed, it will be giving you the response. So what is the transition model is? See, whenever you are thinking about the transition from one state to another state, it is keep on transiting. It is keep on going. So that is the transition model. So that is the thing that you need to understand, the transition model idea. So whenever you need to travel, whenever you want to wish to change the state, you should always define the transition model. Then come to the state space. So what is the state space is? So state space is all kind of states. So it is the initial stage, processing stage, or closing stage, or whatever. We need to maintain a graph. So that graph will give you a response of various kind of states available, and it also gives a direction. So from this stage, so I think you heard about this kind of thing as in several, in many other languages. Say for example, when you study applets programming, you may have a life cycle of a thread. So you may have several points of from the beginning of creation of an applet to the closing of the applet. Likewise, you may have a life cycle of some species or some environment, like that. You may have many things like that. In that same manner, here also you have a cycle of events. The cycle of events will be represented in the form of a graph. So when two nodes are get connected, the link between the two nodes are treated as the path. And finally, what is the goal state is finally what you need to do. Finally, what you need to do. What is your goal accomplished? So until that goal is reached, you may play the process, or you may do the thing very clever. While doing so, you need to define the goal very clearly. That is the goal. So already we have discussed about the goal, but you need to define the goal very clearly. So that thing also you should remember. So problem almost already we have told. So let me come to that point. Let me come to that point. This is a simplified roadmap for the see, that is the problem that we have discussed in the last so when a person is here, so you need to give. When you are going for this, you choose the right side. When you go for this, you choose left side. Like that, you need to give some kind of commands. So for that, you always react to your position and yours. That is the state base. So this is a state space graph. So here you have a pathcast. You know that what is pathcast? This 97 140 ASI. So only that is a pathcast. And what is a stepcast? When you go this direction, you are adding the distances. That is the stepcast. Likewise, you have many other things. How to formulate the problem? In what way you want to formulate the problem? So problem formulation is a very good art, because once you have formulated the problem, then it is very easier to solve it. So normally when we were involving ourselves with the research, what we need to do is, instead of saying simply using the statement, we need to formulate the problem. Of course, this kind of statement that you have studied in your previous subject, design analysis of algorithm, last semester when I taught you, whenever a problem is given, say for example, we have encountered many problems like greedy problems. So when you are going to fill the knapsack with some sort of weights or objects, so what you have to think about is fill the knapsack so that maximum utilization is possible. So this is the problem statement, but this problem statement should be well formulated using mathematics. So this mathematical formulation is so that's the abstract mathematical description. So if and only if it is defined in terms of mathematics, then it can be easily solved using a technology, and that technology can be scaled up very easily, so that any kind of future unknown problems with unknown set of inputs can be easily solved. That's all about the formulating problems. So here they have given many example problems, many toy problem as well as a real world problem. Let me discuss about it. It's very easy. If you go to it, we can easily understand. One toy problem is, so that we have discussed yesterday. What is that is? That is vacuum cleaner and dirt. So how the vacuum cleaner has been, so the vacuum cleaner, see, this is the state space graph, state space graph with for a real world, so for a problem, problem, from this state where it goes, from this state where it goes, from this, so finally how the dirt is cleaned. It's great. So, where how it is modeled, that is here L refers for left. So here this is there, the lead has to repeat left. For this, it has to move to right. For this, so like that, with the help of the arrowhead, with the help of the state bases, you can easily understand the gaming process. So most of the problem that is discussed in the many real world problems as well as the type problem, they have discussed about the kind of problem that is very easily that is having very fun as well as easily solved. So type problems. So we what is the type problem there? So again, for any kind of problem, you need to think about this thing: states. Under the states, you have initial state, action, transition model, goal test, path test. So path test also sometimes not necessary, but when you say that the problem can be solved within a least amount of time, or the problem can be solved within less effort, so it should be always associated with the cost. So without cost, you may not claim that. So these are the things that are required. The first problem is 8% problem. So I think you know this game. So it has to be adjusted, and so this same game you can play with the some kind of materials available in some fancy stores or shops where you can buy that, you can arrange that. So initially in my school days, at my very childhood days, I used to use this game. Not only myself, even if you talk with your father or some of your elder, they have used this game. Nowadays it is a computer era as well as the internet era. They can play this game online, or they can play this game as an offline. So what is the game is, so the numbers are jumbled and you have to arrange the numbers in a correct order. Here in this case, if you could see that it is in the increasing order starting from 1 to 8. So this kind of arrangement is possible only if you thoroughly study with the input problem state. So the input problem state can be studied, and then accordingly the movement has to be made. Finally, you made with the final goal state. So this is the type problem with respect to 8%. Like 8%, you have 8 queues problem. So you have to arrange the queue so that no two queue is in the same direction, and so no two queue should be adjacent to each other. And all the queues should be either the diagonal or vertical. That is the location. So this is the 8 queues problem, and this is the successful strategy for 8 queues problem. But if that checkerboard contains only queue, then you need to take some effort in order to make it aligned to the diagonal. But normally you don't have the idea, but you have many symbols. So in order to compete with other symbols, you need to focus on little more about the alignment, and then you will fix the alignment. Like AQ's problem. So for all the cases, see what is the state? State is the beginning problem statement. What is the initial state? What is the action? What is the transition? What is the goal? So very easy to read. So with respect to AQs, let me take some other problem so that I can explain. See, this is the problem. What is that? 4 factorial, square root of this, square root of this, square root of this, square root of this. And what is this symbol? This symbol is the floor. Finally, you need to take the floor value. So what is state? It is a positive number. Initial state is 4. Action is apply factorial. First you have to apply the factorial, then square root or floor operation. Finally, floor operation. So this is the action that is. So according to the action, the operations will be varied, and based on the operation, the transition model work out and choose the correct operation. So that is the idea. So goal state, it is the one which is expecting the final answer. So 4 factorial and factorial, totally with the square root. Finally, you will get the answer. There are many other real world problem also. That is the route finding problem. That is what Romania, the city map, the city map that we have discussed. The same thing here, route finding problem. Touring problem. So route finding is something different. So everything they have given the example with respect to the problem discussed in the textbook. So you can refer those examples for the particular kind of problem. So that is route finding problem, touring problem. So traveling. So every problem that we have discussed in the last design and analysis of algorithms. So for each of the problem, you need to think about how to solve those problems, or how to create an intelligence that works artificially in order to solve those problems. So most of the problems are gaming like problems. So you can easily understand the problem, but how to solve with that? So how to solve with that? So you need to take the traveling salesman problem, and you need to study what is the state, and what is the initial state, and what is the action, what is the transition model, and what is the path, goal, cost, and process. So you need to define all those things, right? So that's what about how to solve the problem using. So I will close the topic today. But as of now, I have to give one assignment for everyone to proceed and solve. So what I am expecting is, likewise for root finding problem, they have given example. What is the state? What is the initial state? What is the action? Likewise, you need to give the problems for answer for this. First, let me touring problems, traveling salesman problem, VLSA layout, robot navigation, automatic sequencing assembly. So, how many students are there in the class? Totally 46. Yes. Six. Um, a student with the roll number 1 to 10 can take the Turing problem. Please note it down. Student with the roll number 1 to 10, you have to define the problem using these kind of keywords: state, initial state, action, transformer, goal test, path test. So you have to define these things for these kind of problems. So roll number 1 to 10, you have to solve this problem, Turing problem, and roll number 1 to 11 to 20, traveling salesman problem. Then 21 to 30 VLSI layout, and 31 to 40 robot navigation, and 42 the final number will be 47, I guess. That's 46. They have to do the last problem. What is the last problem? The last problem is automatic assembly sequencing. Automatic assembly sequencing. So these are the problems. So I have given 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 problems for each problem. 10 students there. So you either you can discuss yourself or you can go through the material and accordingly write this one and submit this as an assignment for the first unit. So the first unit assignment, you have to, in the Google Classroom, you will submit the assignment. I will open the question and you will submit the material. So the date will be maybe by coming Friday, because today is a Tuesday. You may take 2 days time. But by coming Friday, you will try to submit those assignment in the Google Classroom. Just for every problem, you need to define the statement. How to write those is, say for example, see root finding problem. So first, what they have given, they have discussed about the root finding problem. What is mean the root finding problem? So it is defined in terms of specific location and transition along means. So from that means you need to start from one position and you need to enter the position where it is targeted. So that is the thing. Then you need to give application of the problem. See, note it down, please. You have to write the problem. Say, for example, the roll number 1 to 10 is going to write problem, Turing problem. So first you need to define the problem definition. Then application of the problem, where this kind of problem is applied, where this kind of problem. So then the kind of components available to study this problem. So after thinking about the problem, you need to go through many other materials. After having thorough with the materials, then you have to define the problem with this parameter. So you have to write a state. So you should write what is the state, or what is the state for the Turing problem, and what is the initial state, action, transition, or goal test. So everything you need to define by means of the problem in order to create an artificial intelligence, so that the problem can be solved without the help of the human being. So likewise, you need to define Turing, traveling, VLSI layout, robot navigation, automatic assembly sequencing. So those is the kind of problem that it is. So with this, I close the today's class. I will stop the recording first.